West London for some reason or another.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been around, but I was born in Somerleyton Road.
Okay. Somerleyton Road.
Yeah.
Okay. What about going through with regards to brothers and sisters? Did you have any brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 7 brothers.
7?
7 brothers, yeah, no sisters. I was the only girl born second to last in line. So I had 6 elder brothers that looked after me.
Oh, so you was the youngest?
Yeah, I was like second to last youngest.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I was the spoilt one, the tomboy. They called me the tomboy. I never played with dolls. I just climbed trees and went through bomb sites with my brothers and played war games with bricks and...
Okay, so does that mean when your brothers was going out to raving and everything, you would go with them?
No, not really. No, I would just I was too young then to go raving. But like in the like the years after that, would I go raving? No, they'd go raving with me.
They go raving with you.
They go raving with me.
And they're your older brothers?
Yeah, do you really want to start from the beginning?
Okay.
Wow, I can take you to the beginning if you really want to go there.
Well, you know, we want to get your career from the start to the end. So, you know, growing up with six brothers.
6 brothers, yeah. 6 than me, then 7 brothers. 7 brothers.
7 brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, growing up, I don't remember Somerleyton Road, but I do remember Ackerman Road.
Okay.
North Brixton. And yeah, I remember those days, very, very young, obviously. Then we moved on to Hubert Grove in Stockwell. That's when my memory started to form, and everything started to form then. You know, I began to, you know, listen to music and take note of what was being played around. But it was when we moved from Hubert Grove to Pym House, Loughborough Road,
Yes.
Angeltown Estate.
Okay.
That's when I, what's the word, flew off, got my wings.
What do you mean, flew off the handle?
My mum used to say that's when I got my wings, just flew off, you know, basically the sort of person, the sort of young girl I was kind of like hardened in my ways. I was hard ears, didn't listen, just thought everything was happening. It was, you know, it was right that I was doing, and I wouldn't listen to anyone.
To anyone. So whatever you thought was right was right.
Yeah. So because of that, I ended up in a couple of children's homes.
Okay.
Yeah. Wouldn't go to school. Yeah, all that stuff.
Oh, so
wouldn't go to church. Yes, Winston. Yes.
So let me ask you something. Right. Normally, when it comes to singing careers, you know, with artists from, you know, a long time ago, did it all start in the church area? I mean, was your church family? Is that where you started singing from church? Did you go to church?
Yeah, of course, we had to.
Oh, right.
We had to,
Okay.
from a very young age. So we started, from going back to what I can remember. I remember my brothers, 5 of them and myself, we were, they called us the cross family choir. So we sang for the church.
Okay.
And we used to have to rehearse like 2-3 times a week at home. And we perform on the Sunday. So we were like, you know, cross family choir. And basically that is like the early days of me sort of like, you know, recognizing music and listening to music and learning to play the piano and stuff like that, you know.
Oh, right. So you played instruments as well?
Oh yeah, the piano and the guitar. But I never learned, I didn't learn by notes, I just learned by what I could hear.
Right, okay.
I mean, my father tried to sit me down and teach me to play by notes, but because I was, again, hard ears, I wouldn't listen. I just wanted it done quick, so I just played by what I heard. You know what, I regret that now. To this day, I regret that, because I could have gone a lot further if I'd listened and learned music by, you know, reading music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, when you get older, you can do so much things. You know what I mean? At the same time, you can do it with just bare talent, but reading it would help as well. And I regret not sitting down and listening to my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I must warn you and tell you about this now. With regards to playing tunes, I'm going to play some tunes. I don't like to play what you expect me to play. And when I say that, you don't know what I'm going to play. Christopher Ellis in there a couple of weeks ago, and he liked it because he didn't know what I was going to play. And I brought back so many memories.
That sounds scary, though.
Well, that's what I'm going to do with you. You know, so it's going to be kind of a up and down.
Wicked, wicked, wicked.
Bringing back some memories there, Sandra.
Wicked memories, yeah.
Okay, back to you, Sandra. Now, when did you actually take singing seriously? At what age?
Wow, seriously. I think it would have been around the age of 14, but even then it wasn't seriously. Okay. So let me think now. I mean, I started getting out and about with my career at the age of 14. So seriously, I would say probably around the country living days, when country living came around.
Okay.
So before then it was just like anything goes, basically, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so at the age of 14, you and someone else.
I want to ask you a question first.
Okay.
Are those your real eyes?
Yes.
Are the grey eyes? Are they real eyes?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. You're making me blush now. So, as I was saying before, at the age of 14, you and a friend won a talent show contest, and you recorded a smash hit. By the name of I Adore You. Do you remember those days?
Of course, yeah. Like it was yesterday.
Yeah? From the Studio 16 record label? Right, so when we're talking about 14, you're going back, what year was that now?
Well, hold on a minute. What kind of question is that?
And they say never ask a woman her age.
Okay, well, calculator's coming out. Yeah. That was a bit of a way back.
Okay. Okay, and this track actually stayed in the #1 position for 4 weeks. You know, and Britain's reggae charts.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So there was 2 of you. But what was the other person's name?
Her name was actually there was 3 in the beginning. The original Love and Unity was a lady called Jackie Carr, and then there was Donna Kinghorn and myself.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
And that was the group Love and Unity.
Well, it was up to the point because Jackie was my schoolmate. So when she came into the group, she kind of came in but kind of left at the same time. She didn't really take it seriously, so it kind of left me and Donna. And so when we went on stage, when we did that contest, that one, you know, it was just Donna and myself. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and you won it.
Yeah, it was. I can remember it like it was yesterday. I remember the dress that I wore. I didn't even have any. I couldn't even buy the dress. It was actually Donna's mother that bought me the dress.
Okay.
I remember it was £5 at East Street Market.
Okay.
I remember it like yesterday.
So, with regards to this, was you still in a children's home at the time?
No, that was before. That was before. So I was supposed to be going to school.
Yes.
And wasn't going to school. Spent most of my time in the piano room at my house. When I was at school, I was in the piano room at school as well. So I just avoided lessons. Anybody out there listening that's going to school, don't hear that part. You make sure you go to school and learn your lessons. Don't be like me, missing and avoiding at the time, because for me, I was lucky. It didn't make sense for me at the time, and then again it did, because here I am now in this position. But I'm saying, I was just lucky. You know what I mean?
Well, you was talented.
Yeah, and not even knowing it. I didn't know what talent was. I just knew that I could play and I could sing. You know what I mean? And that was it for me. So winning the contest, when we decided to enter, I decided to enter the contest, and I asked Donna to come with me, to sing with me.
Right.
So I brought the song to her and said, look, I wrote this song, I Adore You, let's go and sing it at the Lewisham Concert Hall Festival or whatever it was. And we went and sang and we won it. I mean, it was just like amazing. Even at the time, I didn't realise what was happening. You know what I mean? When they said we won it, when they announced it, I'm thinking, did they get the name right? Was that really us? You know what I mean? Yeah, it was crazy, crazy. I've got to tell you a story about this one. I've got to tell you a story connected to this tune.
Okay. Well, taking that one down nice and easy, you know, bringing back some memories there, not only for you, Sandra, but for us as well. You know, because those was the days. Anyway,
those
so
were the days.
what have you got to tell us about?
Just Don't Care.
Yes.
That song, I went through a lot of trials and crosses to get to the studio to record that song, which meant that at the time, being so young, my parents didn't understand what was going on. So obviously, they wouldn't shelter me, keep me from whatever was going on, you know, on the outside world. So I was kind of sheltered a bit. So to get out, I had to do some physical obstacles, things like
climbing out the window.
Like
and all that,
it was like what do you call it? What's that program that used to come on a Friday? It's a Knockout.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, I had to stuff my bed and shape it like somebody was sleeping in there. Yeah. Then I opened the window and I came out, and we were on a top balcony in some flats. It was Angel Town Estate. So when I climbed out on the balcony, I thought, hold on a minute, how am I going to get down there onto the balcony? And I did some Tarzan jumps, you know, hold onto the railing and swing and scrape up my leg and everything, you know, scratch up my leg just to jump down, to get down onto the floor, onto the balcony, so we could walk, so I could stand up and actually get out of the estate, jump in a bus and go to the studio. Don't ask me how I got back and what happened when I got back, but I just knew that I had to get there. And that's how Just Don't Care came about.
Okay, so
Crazy.
It was. Did you actually write that one?
Yes, I did, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So most of your tracks, I'm not sure about all of them, but most of your tracks you actually written yourself.
Of course, yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
You know, very talented.
Thank you.
You know, just want to send out a big massive dedication going out to Lady Minx out there. Glad to have you on board. Glad to have you on board, Jackie, out there in Stoke, Newington. Now, sticking on the Love and Unity, the group. You had, as you said before, you had a couple of hits. You had that one there, Just Don't Care. You have this one here. Now, I want you to tell me a little bit about this, maybe afterwards anyway, and how this one came about, because it seems as though most of the records what you've written for words, it's meaning. It's meaning, like whether it's something you've been through, or you know, with regards to that, or life. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna play this one, and then we're gonna come back and see what you got to say about this one here.
Okay.
So remember, locked into lightningradio.net. Patrick Isaacs from the Studio One Stables in the hot chair. I'm here until the hours of 8, alongside our special guest Sandra Cross.
You're listening to Lightning Radio. Lightning strike. Lightning strike.
We're gonna put you guys that's gonna put it on. Lord, I'm gonna put it on. You gotta help me. I know. You gotta help me. Yeah. Country life.
Country life, country living, country life. Right, the British Reggae Awards, Best Female Artist. You won it for what? 6 consecutive years. Back in the days of, was it 1985 to 1991?
Yeah, around that time, yeah.
Was there any other female artist that was kind of up there, or you know, who you thought was very, very good?
Well, all of them were, most of them were good. Remember, we were on a vibes thing, you know. It was like that was our time. Lovers Rock was for UK Lovers Rock singers, you know, male and female. So that was our time. So I don't know if you remember those days. Everything that came out under the name UK Lovers Rock was just wicked. You know, it was based on parties, dancing, enjoying yourselves, falling in love for the first time. So it was the vibe at the time, you know. So yeah, everybody was doing their thing, man. It was great. Everybody said she made a lovely bride, but I didn't see. For you were standing there beside me, and I didn't see. No. I didn't want to quarrel at the start, but did you know, baby, you really blew my mind. Hey, harmony. What about me? What about me?
So many tunes to get through before the end of the show. Another text message here, it says, it's been a fantastic show, Mr. P. We booked Sandra Cross a few years ago for Gary's 50th. She always leaves you wanting to hear more. And that's coming from Shirley up there in the Northolt side of town.
Okay.
All right. One more from the Black Music Works production, Sweeter. How did this come around? I'm not going to ask you, BMW. I'm going to ask Sandra.
She'll tell you.
You'll be on here all day.
No, well, the thing is, I brought her on the journey, and she will share it with you.
Okay.
Well, the way Sweeter came around, in terms of lyrics,
yeah,
I can't tell you that one. It's private.
Yeah.
But The
Just
production.
imagine.
The production.
Sweeter. You never said bitter, you know.
Yeah,
You said sweeter.
sweeter.
Okay.
And who knows. That's all I can say. Who knows. But yeah, but the production came about as well. We went to Jamaica and this was like the top 3 to record at the time, and it just felt right at the time. Wicked production. When you go to Jamaica, everything always feels right, and it's so real and genuine. You know what I mean? So this was one of the genuine, real tracks that we recorded. Yeah.
Okay.
In addition to that, Sandra was on a tour in Jamaica. Pento's recording studio with Dean Fraser, Steely and Clevie. Clevie, rest in peace, Steely. Sly and Robbie studio, foundation, and mixing lab. All right, so that was the journey.
Okay.
Putting this production together.
Okay.
You are now listening to the Studio One sound.
You're lying. This is Sandra Cross. Hey, Patrick Isaacs, you're not lying.